So he's spoken about Ummah. And then what about Zakat? Because Zakat's going to be important. Zakat, and obviously also, I always get my Q's and D's wrong, Sadaqah. Sadaqah. I always sometimes call it Saqadah. Sadaqah, okay? Which is that duty of Muslims to give more than Zakat. So Zakat is that duty to give at least 2.5%. You're not doing one of the five pillars of Islam if you're not giving that. So you're committing a sin by omission. Whoever you know what's right. You have a duty to give that money. If you don't give that money and you are rich enough to sustain yourself, then you're not committing one of the five pillars of Islam. So you're committing a sin by omission, therefore. So that would be zakat. So at least you're doing zakat. But really the idea would be that a Muslim has a greater expectation to give alms for the poor and needy, and therefore there's expectation of sadaqah. Okay? And the quote from the Quran that's particularly prevalent here is, "So establish regular prayer and regular charity, and obey the messenger so that you may receive mercy." Regular charity is beyond your 2.5%. Consistently give. It's going to make you happier. It's going to make Allah love you more. So that's another particularly prevalent example. So we've got our Ummah, we've got Zakat and Sadaqah as our second key ideas, because that's allowing people to understand that duty of Islam to give money. But also another thing that Muslims do in order to understand with the poor is they actually build empathy for the poor through doing Sawm, which is a pillar of Islam which involves fasting. Okay, so that is fasting. Okay, that means that I choose not to eat during daylight. So when it's dark, I can eat. When it's light, I don't eat. And this is a Muslim practice that Muslims do around the world, okay, during the month of Ramadan, and they experience the feeling of hunger, and they understand, man, like, one part is actually a whole spiritual journey of like building an understanding of, okay, these are the things I need in my life. I don't necessarily need food all the time. I don't need other aspects such as I shouldn't be swearing as often. I need to be a more holy person. But there's also that idea there within that of actual fasting being, I actually feel the pain. I feel the empathy with the poor, because I know what it's like to not eat, and I've felt that over a period of a month. And man, can you imagine what it would be like if I didn't, if I just couldn't eat, if I couldn't eat every day. So that empathy that is built through Sawm is another example that you can use there in an answer. So if I said 3 reasons why Muslims believe that it's important to help the poor, you got your 3 answers. You got your Ummah, which you can explore in some depth if you wish to. You've got your Zakat and Sadaqah, and also you've got fasting, that duty that Muslims feel to fast. And your evidence can simply be one of the pillars of Islam is Sawm, and then explain what Sawm means and how that builds empathy. Put those keywords in there, put that concept of duty, a responsibility, sin by mission not to do those things, to really richen your responses there.